sure you have figured it out by now, but we are in San Francisco. I got a really good deal in this hotel room, and I thought it was going to be really scenic because it's a corner room. Let's see, we go over here, but I forgot we're on the edge of the Tenderloin, so not super scenic. All right, this is the first apartment I saw in Potrero Hill. It's a studio. I want to say it was 425 square feet. I'll have to look up the price and drop that in the description. My problem was how close these windows are to the sidewalk. Even though the view was fantastic, space was pretty small. It's a studio, so everything would have to go in one room. That's fine. I had already kind of planned that when I was looking at moving to New York because a studio really would have been my only option there. Just a little one. Kitchen was fine. It would get the job done. I like that there's an electric stove because I'm personally scared of gas. Bathroom was updated, which was nice. Storage, you can see, is pretty limited. There's just those shelves and the closet that's there. Okay, this next unit I forgot to get footage of. I had to run back in. So real quick, garden unit, 325 square feet, very tiny. A couple had made it in their garage, bottom half of their house, so everything was brand new. Just extremely tiny. Like, I would have had to get rid of everything or put it all in storage. Brand new fixtures in the bathroom, brand new kitchen, and a nice view from that neighborhood too. Good morning. It's 9:30 a.m. in San Francisco. And really, I was impressed at how little noise there was last night in this corner unit. So, minor emergency. I have 2 implants that were put in here in November, and I'll eventually have an implant bridge that goes there. I think I have 2 more months to wait on that, but in the meantime, the dentist made me this temporary bridge. It fell out last night. All right, day 2 of apartment hunting. This is midday, and I almost canceled on seeing this unit until I walked inside, and I almost cried from relief of how perfect it was. Full kitchen, washer and dryer. It's a garden unit that tenants had lived in for 2 years. They moved out, and then the owners spent 2 months upgrading everything. So there was a living room. This is the bedroom. Through there is a little yard that Abby would have use of. Totally upgraded bathroom. All new kitchen appliances, dishwasher, almost unheard of in San Francisco. This is, I think, the dining room, but I would probably use it as an office if I take that place. All right, it's the day after apartment search day, and I'm actually going home a day early. I miss my dog, and I want to get my dental work fixed. Apartment hunting in San Francisco is brutal. Extremely limited market. Everything moves really fast. When I get home, I'll do a summary of how yesterday went. Did find one place, though, put an application. Hopefully good odds. I can't decide what was worse, finding a job or trying to find the apartment. It's neck and neck right now. This one was just a shorter process. But when I get back home, I will upload the apartment tours that I got on video and give some details. And then I should know by then if I was approved for the one I got. And if I'm not approved, it's going to be, I'm gonna have to rent someplace sight unseen or make another trip out in the next couple weeks. So fingers crossed we got this one. Hi, so it's been a few days since I got back from San Francisco. I've been recuperating from a cold that I caught on my way back, but I was just reviewing the clips I took and I realized I never really went into what made the apartment search so difficult there. So the first is that there's very limited inventory. One of the agents told me that people just aren't leaving San Francisco right now. I know it all kind of revolves around the tech industry there, and I guess there's just not as many people leaving for jobs. The second is that I had some requirements for my own search, which limited availability. For one, I do have a dog. The dog is non-negotiable. So when I would go into Craigslist and Zillow, which were the two sites I was using, and I would select the allows dogs category, that would usually cut the units available in half. The other is that the job I took requires a car, so I needed parking, and preferably not parking that cost extra $300 to $400 a month. So I was looking for places that had available street parking. Sometimes I went outside of those parameters just to open up the inventory, but that still didn't remove the biggest factor, which is that everything moves so fast. I would watch the two websites like a hawk, and the second I saw something pop up that fit my requirements, I would immediately message the agent. Sometimes I would get a showing scheduled, and then within hours the agent would call me and say, hey, this has already been leased, or somebody just came and looked at it and took it. So when you find something that fits, you just better snatch it up, I guess. The final thing is, of course, budget. The 3 units I looked at, I think the first one was $2,900 a month. The second was $2,300. The third one was $2,495 a month. My budget was $3,000 a month, and that had to include parking if I was going to pay for parking. And of course, $3,000 in San Francisco isn't what it is like here in Dallas. And $3,000 was really going to stretch my budget too. I just moved it up that high because the higher you go, the more availability. I think I had a total of 12 viewings scheduled. Only actually got to see 3 of them. All others were canceled before I got to see them because somebody got to them first. I'm curious if anyone out there has any experience looking for rentals in San Francisco and what their experience has been. I've also been wondering if this would have been any easier had I moved to New York. I feel like there's probably more availability in New York, but would actually securing a place have been any easier? I don't know. Anyway, next project is to start getting all of this packed and get ourselves moved across country. Thank you for watching.